You're listening to the Davey Mac Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right on 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Wide right. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program. Ho! On riotcast.com. Ho! And here's your host, Dave McDonald.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, yeah. That's right. Everyone's applauding me. And I love it so much.
Weird when you say it like
Davey
that.
Mac Sports Program live with you. My name is Eastside Dave. And they call me Davey Mac.
Dave.
They call me the Sports Master.
He's the one that we bet after.
With me, as always, Mr. Chris Pepper Stanley.
Oh, thank you.
Engineer extraordinaire, the all-powerful Shono! Two-time Emmy Award winner, three-time Grammy Award winner, five-time Razzie Award winner, Roy Shaper!
Yeah!
And we have a special musical guest in the house, straight off his world-famous world tour, straight off his biggest best-selling album, Almighty Love, straight off musical success, Damien Dempsey! And And we'll get to Mr. Dempsey in just a second. It's going to be a fun show with you, everybody. Hey, Davey Mac Sports Program. Come on. We like to applaud.
Yeah!
Let's applaud applauding.
Things are great.
Applause.
Be positive.
That's right. We are here tonight. And yes, we are going to be talking a little bit about the sports.
Sometimes.
And we might be talking a little bit about the Ireland rugby team. We also have Gavin in here. And Gavin and Damien Dempsey. Damien Dempsey, critically acclaimed songwriter, singer-songwriter Roy Shaper.
An absolute legend.
An absolute legend. I actually just watched a documentary on Damien Dempsey. It was fascinating, and it wasn't like just Freddie Schmizbo and Johnny Shitsy were the people talking about it. Shane McGowan was in the house.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sinead O'Connor was in the house, and they're all like, "Listen, this guy, we can't. Our music pales in comparison." Did they say that, or did I make that last part up? I was drunk when I watched it.
I bribed them.
That works.
But, I mean, you are a beloved singer-songwriter. I'll be honest, Roy Shaper and Shano turned me on to your music. It's phenomenal stuff. I even posted it on my own website. So if you get any YouTube hits, you're welcome, basically. Well, actually, if you get 3 YouTube hits, me, my wife, and my daughter are the 3 people going to... Oh, and Brian Baker of Google Plus goes to Eastside Dave Country.
Well, that's traffic. That counts.
But you are here, Mr. Damien Dempsey. How are you, pal? Come on, another round of applause.
Well, bro, yeah. A bit tired after the tour, but
We might have to subtitle this show, by the way.
yeah, subtitles. Yeah.
That's fine. I know exactly what you're seeing. I saw Patriot games one time, and I was like, okay.
What's happening?
My people are from my people. You know, my ancestors are from Kerry and or Galway. Are those shitty neighborhoods? Are those neighborhoods that... And I'm not like... I'm an Irish American and I'm proud, but I'm not going to ever talk to someone from Ireland like, you know, how are the troubles or, you know, whatever. It sounded like a dickbag. I'm from New Jersey. It's way different than growing up in Ireland. I'm not going to pretend. I do have an Irish wool sweater. That's pretty much where it ends. Galway. Let's take Galway first.
You're the most Irish-looking man I've ever seen.
You're somewhat of a redhead in your early thing. I've been wanting that for 10 years. Now your hair is actually like a nice color of brown, whereas I stay the clown redhead freak.
It's never gonna happen, Dave.
I think it got redder.
It's gotten redder.
Are you dyeing it?
I might be. I'm like Alan Coulter from David Letterman's show, right? He's like 70 years old. He's still bright orange.
It's a good look.
Is Galway a decent place?
Galway's beautiful.
Right on the bay there.
Yeah, it's a
my
good-
ancestors owned the Galway golf course.
Oh, right,
Not my ancestors, my cousin. My cousin, Chris Dodd,
Yeah.
owns that.
Oh, Connemara's beautiful.
You ever play golf? I'll hook you up. You'll only have to pay 30%, okay?
Half rounds.
Chris Dodd, if you're listening, Damien Dempsey's a rock star, and you're just pedaling around,
a pitch and
goddamn
putt?
golf clubs. Now, how about Kerry? What's that all about?
Ah, the kingdom.
Bad?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
They're both on the west coast, and the west coast of Ireland is one of the most beautiful places.
That's nice. Dublin's on the east coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad decided we're going to go to Ireland. I have three brothers. So it was all four sons, my mom and my dad. He demanded we go to Ireland and we're going to see everything. The problem was it was like, Chevy Chase in, America's, vacation movie, where he demanded that we see every single place in Ireland in 8 days. So we literally got 4 hours in Dublin. And then he's like, okay, we're on to Killarney. And I'm like, I'm sitting. I think Bono just came into the bar. We're on a schedule.
No time.
We're on a goddamn schedule. I'm like, well, this is not the way to soak up the homeland, if you will.
Nah, it's a slow pace of life, in the country.
It was great, though. I tell you, we went, when we were in Kerry, it was Kerry Cork for, I don't know if it was a rugby or just a soccer game.
Probably Gaelic football.
I think it was.
Yeah, big rivalry.
And these people were, like, everyone decked out in colors. It blows anything, even NFL fans, away in our country. It was just great. And I remember I was at a bar. I was 20 years old. I was legally able to drink. And a 9-year-old did come up to me. He's like, mister, can you get me a little pint? I was like, sure, what the hell? I'm like, it's Kerry Cork!
Come on, it's for real.
It's a time to celebrate! I'd been in the country for 18 minutes. There was no reason.
Are you sure that wasn't a leprechaun?
That's a good point. Now, how are you, though? Come on, tell us a little bit about... I mean, people should know Damien Dempsey really is. He's a critically acclaimed singer-songwriter, really masterful, in fact. He's been called... I don't know if you like these type of comparisons, but some people in the press said the Irish Bob Marley. I don't know, I mean, it's a compliment, I'm sure, but
sure.
Is that when people say that, the Irish Bob Marley, the Irish Bob Dylan, do you get like a little bit like, hey, I'm my own person, or what's the deal?
Yeah, there's only one Bob Marley, But it's nice that they're not, calling me a jerk off, Right.
I guess it could be worse. If someone's like, he's the Irish Howard Stern, I wouldn't be that upset. Like, okay. All right, that's fine. And so that's fantastic. Are you into any kind of sports? You were talking to our buddy Gavin here, who, Gavin, here, come here real quick and take a microphone so that we can end this ruse. Because about 2 months ago, our show, is online, and we've had Gavin in sunglasses. And I think you've met these gentlemen, you two. Yeah. And we told him he was Larry Mullen, the U2 drummer. Meanwhile, the next day, when people are listening on the podcast, I got no less than 9 text messages from my old friends who should know my sense of humor by now. Be like, that's amazing.
How'd you book him?
You got Larry Mullen in?
Yeah. Well, people have asked me, well, how'd you get that guy in?
How'd you get Larry Mullen in?
He was hanging out.
Gavin?
Come on.
I don't know. He was a family friend.
No, Larry.
Oh, my God, Gavin.
Jesus Christ, Gavin. You go to Gavin once and he's smashing bottles all over the place.
Anger problem.
But your documentary, I thought was really cool, and people should check it out on YouTube. Yeah. The name of it was "It's All Good: The Damien Dempsey Story." Yeah. And I thought it's weird because you're a young guy, and your career is fantastic. It's going through the roof. I mean, it's phenomenal. But there was one guy who kind of almost made it seem like did you see Sugar Man?
I did see Sugar Man.
There was one guy who was kind of almost, without him knowing it, because I think the documentary is like 7 or 8 years old. Yeah. He was saying, this guy should be recognized. This guy, and I thought of Rodriguez from Sugar Man for that thing. Is that a thing that you're worried about, or how come? I mean, because I mean, listen, you're doing amazing work.
I'd like to get my music to more people, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But, you know, I can't complain, you know, because I'm touring the world doing what I love doing, so I feel very, very lucky.
And you can beat motherfuckers up. This guy's a boxer, and he came into the room, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, Damien Dempsey's going to be here in 5 minutes. Because most musicians are not above. You ever see Prince? He's like a goddamn Ewok.
It's mostly skinny jeans or women's clothing.
They're tiny people. You're the biggest goddamn musician I've ever seen. What are you, 6'6"?
No, 6'2".
Get the shit. Shawno's 6'2". You're like 3 inches taller than Shawno.
It's gigantic.
You have a gigantic, powerful presence. Maybe that's why your music is so good.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm the smallest one in my family.
Get the hell out of here.
My brother shit's bigger than me.
Did he box too? Or
Yeah.
people should know. Damien was also, you were a boxer, and then you kind of had to make a career choice between boxing and music.
Yeah, it's not very good for the singing voice getting hit in the nose, you know, all the time, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, sort of wrecks your nose and you can't sing too well.
And
then, you
it's
know.
also, it's tough to like, you want to play music, practice your songs, write your songs,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh shit, I have to get up, do 1,000 push-ups,
Yeah,
run
yeah.
around the entire country of Ireland twice in order to prepare for a fight. You know, it must be just an absolute nightmare. Well, listen, I don't think we should wait. I think it's enough time. We did some talking here. I think let's get to some goddamn playing, Chris Peppa Stanley. What do you think, Dal?
I think it's time to fucking hear a song.
What do you think, Pep?
To hear a goddamn song.
Come on, give me a what, Peppa? Pepper and I are having a good time.
Yeah. Wine.
Anyway, so he is here live with us. He's just a tremendous, tremendous musician. Has been hailed by so many people that everyone knows, from Shane MacGowan, like we said, to Bono, Bob Dylan,
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. You recently played with Bruce in a pub.
I did.
Before we get into the song, now I can't wait because I'm a kid at Christmas.
Where?
Bruce is one of my favorites. Talk to me a little bit about that encounter.
That was down in Kilkenny in the middle of Ireland. I supported Bruce that day.
I was there. That was one of the stops on my dad's 15 cities in 4 days voyage. But go ahead.
Yeah, and we done the show, myself and Glenn Hansard from the Frames. And then we went down to see the show the next day, and he done about 4 hours. 2 hours into the show, he said, I'm going to do the Born to Run album from start to finish.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
This is in the pub?
No, this is like on,
okay.
on
This
the
is
show.
this is at his show. Okay.
Yeah, but then like 3 in the morning, 3 a.m., we went to a hotel where he was staying, and he was there at the bar, and he got the guitar out and he sang a few songs, and I sang a song, Glenn sang a song, and
That's amazing.
a few Cork guys sang a couple of songs. And
Do you have video of that?
no, nobody.
God
nobody
damn, there's a zillion iPhones out there.
It's all up here. It's all in
I
my
know.
head.
Well, then, you know what? It's probably better there because it'll stay a little bit magical the entire time. I've done things right here on this show where I think are magical, and I go back and one eye is closed and I'm all drunk. And I'm like, well, that bit wasn't that good after all.
No,
now that I'm looking through it through sober lenses,
Alcohol and drugs.
that kind of sucked.
Make things better.
You know, Bruce is nuts. I mean, I'm saying this in a good way. He's I'm from Jersey, and it was recent, a few months ago. He was in the papers because there was this couple in Point Pleasant who were on the boardwalk to get engaged. You know, they were going to get married, and they were going to send out invitations of them on the boardwalk. And they just noticed, and the guy, the groom in the couple had a guitar, and he's like, they're taking pictures and stuff, and Bruce comes walking by, and they asked Bruce, "Will you be in the picture?" So not only is he in the pictures, but he started playing songs. And so their invitations were this groom, a bride, and Bruce Springsteen.
That's amazing.
In Point Pleasant. So he's one of those crazy, but I think he's very people friendly.
He's kind of like the Sasquatch in Jersey.
Just like
shows
Damien
up.
Dempsey. Yeah, he is. He is. Damien Dempsey though is one of those people. You're a friendly guy. I could tell instantly.
Yeah.
We have a thing going. We have a bond. We have a red-haired thing. Although yours is the color that I've wanted for the last. Let's see. I'm 35. The last 34 years. Anyway, let's get to the song.
A dying breed, redheads, I believe.
We are. We certainly are.
Stop it with the we.
Hey.
You see an Irish American talking to an actual Irishman.
I'm with you guys.
Listen, this is not the time for the Nazi man to come out here. Roy is you're German?
German Austrian, yeah.
Yeah.
But I am a redhead.
Gavin said something funny before the show. He said Roy is kind of like the American Schindler. And I go, Roy's just Schindler. There's nothing. Anyway, all right. Let's not waste any more time. Damien Dempsey live in the Davey Mac Sports Program studios at Skinny Man. And he's going to play his first song. What's this called?
It's Negative Vibes.
I love this one.
It says, if anybody puts you down or gives you verbal abuse.
Roy did to me today, so I'm gonna remember this.
I'm the feck off and sing this song.
All right.
It's called I'm Never Gonna Let Your Negative Vibes and Comments Get Through to My Psyche and Cripple Me.
All right, Roy, are you listening?
It's a long title.
After that goddamn email you sent me.
Wow, things are getting weird.
Where you going?
Okay, here we go. Lord, won't you give me the strength to be strong and be true? 'Cause Lord, when the devil gets into my head, I'm so blue. And Lord, won't you give me the strength to be strong and be true? Will you knock me if you're so mighty? Why waste your time with me? Well, if I'm bad, ignorant and sad, why waste your time? You're mad. Well, you're just mad because your life is sad. You've done nothing worthwhile. A twisted knife because you hate your life. My life you want to spoil. Well, I'm never going to let your negative vibes and comments get through to my psyche and cripple me. I'm never going to let your negative vibes and comments get through to my psyche and cripple me. I never will forget the suffering that my people went through in my country and overseas. I'm never going to let your negative vibes and comments get through to my psyche and cripple me. Lord, won't you give me the strength to be strong and be true? 'Cause Lord, when the devil gets into my head, I'm so blue. And Lord, won't you give me the strength to be strong and be true? We're no use, verbal abuse. That's all you have to give. You preach nil, you're so cynical. Jesus, wake up and live. With your bad vibe, it will drive away your tribe. And where will you be then? All alone, heart that's cold as stone, hurting yourself again. Well, I'm never gonna let your negative vibes and comments get through to my psyche and cripple me. I'm never gonna let your negative vibes and comments get through to my psyche and cripple me. I never will forget the suffering that my people went through in my country and overseas. I'm never gonna let your negative vibes and comments get through to my psyche and cripple me. Lord, won't you give me the strength to be strong and be true? 'Cause Lord, when the devil gets into my head, I'm so blue. And Lord, won't you give me the strength to be strong
sir, indeedy. That's fantastic. Damien Dempsey there.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks a lot.
Unbelievable. Well, that's a song right there. That's a song. You know, I've written some songs with Roy.
We have one or two.
This was from a couple weeks ago. It was called "Jizz in My Mouth."
Oh, that was a classic.
Jizz in my mouth. Jizz in my mouth. See, it's not. You know what? Forget it. You know, you're here, and this
Don't
is
be shy, Dave.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Feckers.
Sean, you hit the recording. Yeah. Anyway, Damien Dempsey. That's just unbelievable.
Thanks.
You know, I get goosebumps. And
We call that a musical orgasm.
the most annoying question for anyone who works in like creative fields is, how did you come up with that? Don't you find that?
Where'd the words come from?
But at the same time, I find myself almost wanting to ask, like, was there any kind of inspiration? Was someone just taking a piss at you? Look at me, I'm talking Irish now.
Yeah, people taking the piss, yeah. People just, bad mouthing my music.
People are negative?
Yeah, bad mouthing me music and, tell me to give up when you're no use and you're
I tell
shit.
you one thing, and you've worked with Shane McGowan
Yeah.
a little bit, but one thing that struck me, and I think his documentary is very good, If I Should Fall From Grace.
Yeah.
God, they were talking about that, is that he was doing some like very conventional Irish music type of thing, and he was getting a lot of shit for it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because they were saying you were getting shit for singing in your Irish accent,
Yeah.
singing naturally, and you were, well, what's the deal? Why?
I don't know, maybe people are ashamed of their accent or something sometimes.
Were you getting shit from Irish people, from English,
Yeah.
or whoever? I mean,
Irish people, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
I don't get it anymore. I don't get this there's a bit of a stigma with the working class Dublin accent, people associated with, drug dealing and prostitution and,
Yeah, but who cares?
Steroids.
You're making something of yourself. You're putting down goddamn poetry, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I couldn't write something that beautiful. I just told you. I wrote a song called "Jizz in My Mouth." That's nothing like negative vibes.
I might cover that actually.
Well, Damien, the Davey Mac Sports Program Christmas album should be out this December.
That's right.
coming
Actually,
out.
we are releasing a record. It's I'm working on it now, so probably another. Yeah, just in time for the holidays.
So what he just
Why I
said.
said
What he
Christmas,
just said.
which is
Christmas.
why I said Christmas.
I'm going to
Christmas
confirm
album.
that, Dave.
You just did.
Sorry,
you said
I'm
Christmas.
still in negative vibe mode. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's an amazing. It's a phenomenal song. Tell me, what was it like working with Shane?
What was it like drinking with Shane? That's the more apt question.
I remember being at the bar with Shane one time and we were talking about alcohol. I don't know how it came up, but I said to the barman, I like a drink as much as the next man. And Shane started laughing. I'm the next man, Damien.
Oh my God! That's a perfect impression. That's phenomenal. How about this? I mean, that was such a great character you just did. How about leaving your music career behind and being like the voice character man on the Davey Mac Sports Program? Is that an idea? Right? I mean, Pepper can't do anything except for Nick Nolte. Go ahead, Pepper. Show him.
God damn it.
Oh, that's pretty
That's
goddamn
great.
good, Pep.
Thank you.
That
Thanks,
was pretty
Dave.
good.
Thanks.
That was pretty good,
Being
dude.
the voice guys once a week, it doesn't pay. But that's what we have on the table.
And then Sinead O'Connor, I saw you guys do it. Just two, the same song, but two gorgeous versions. One was put out on your album, and then one was put out on her album.
Oh, yeah, it's all
different
good.
version.
Yeah.
And what was that like? Because in America, she still has the, ripping up the
Saturday Night
Pope,
Live thing,
picture of the
yeah.
Pope thing. But in Europe, she's still very, very much respected. I mean,
yeah.
she's still a brilliant musician.
Absolutely talented,
She-
incredible.
she's
artist.
incredible.
I
You
sat
know?
next to her on the plane. Me and Damien.
Talk to me.
We were playing the same festival, Beautiful Days in England. A couple
Together?
Not together, but we were. We shared the stage. We were doing.
That means you were playing together.
So
What does
on
that
the-
mean, Damien? Wait, hold on. What does that mean when he says
Roy's
we
talking
weren't
weird.
playing together, but we shared the stage? What does that mean?
In other words, we were playing on
Well,
the same
I asked
stage.
Damien.
I would have been on earlier and Roy would have been on later.
Oh, okay.
The same stage.
There you go. Thank you.
All right.
So
Thank
anyway,
you, Damien.
on the flight over there, I actually
Good
sat,
that you clarified.
I sat next to Sinead. She literally sat down right next to me. It was a small little Cessna flight. She sits down next to me. We start talking up, and we're like, "Hey, Sinead," and she's saying, "You know, we had a lot of friends in common," and we mentioned you, of course. And within 5 minutes of the conversation, she lifted up her hand and she's like. She called over the flight attendant. Would you mind if I got to move my seat? And she got up and she just sat next to her husband. But,
Weird.
Yeah, you could be a crazy little weirdo. I mean, I don't think that surprises Damien. You know, I just realized if Roy, if you weren't here, and I'm glad you are.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Here
Everything
comes.
aside from this morning.
All right, here it
it's
comes.
all aside. All right.
All right. We had a little spat this morning.
He called me a little bitch.
He's not even kidding.
No, I mean, back in our day, Damien, when you and I were trained to box in Lower Dublin, Ireland,
Just met each other.
you and I would smack this guy around. And now this is we're a 21st century politically correct world. We can't just keep throwing our fists.
Now we have an
to every
ongoing
person.
lawsuit. Exactly.
But I don't even remember what the goddamn question was.
It's not important, Dave. Don't worry about it.
No. Yeah. What I was going to say is, So how is it like working with her? Is she cool or?
She's cool, yeah, she is very, very sound. And I never really wanted to be molested by a priest until she became one.
I find her very attractive. I do. I really do. She's got great facial structures.
That's them Bambi eyes, you know.
Maybe.
She doesn't need the hair.
She does. Well, hair or no hair, I'm
That's what
fine with
saying.
it.
Not a lot of women can pull that off.
You're going right back from here back to Ireland, or
Yeah.
doing a tour, or
Tour.
just writing?
Yeah, tour of the UK and then Australia.
And oh man, Australia, that's gotta be awesome.
Yes.
I bet you you're just those people are gonna go absolutely nuts.
They are, yeah, they're digging it. They're
There's
digging
a
it.
big Irish population over there.
We have the goal for tonight is when you exit the building, there's going to be cameramen and women throwing themselves. Tonight, you have become an American superstar. Am I right? And nothing is more important than being an American superstar. I just say that just to be a jerk. I just say that to be an ass.
No, you mean it.
I don't really mean it. I was also noticing in the one of the things you said is New York City, second favorite city behind Dublin. Do you live here? I mean,
I used to live here, yeah.
you used to live here, yeah.
Brooklyn.
Oh, really? Whereabouts? I lived there for a year.
Windsor Terrace. Down by Church Avenue.
Okay, all right, yeah. That was a little bit nicer than where I lived.
Yeah.
When I moved out of Brooklyn to go back to New Jersey, literally 2 days later, they found someone in a dumpster, and I was like, "Hey-o!"
And you live in Fort Greene. It's great.
I was
Dodged
like,
the
"Listen."
bullet.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah, because and it was a red-haired guy too.
Oh, my
so
God.
they probably thought they were probably trying to kill someone.
Yeah.
And thinking it was me.
This is like the beginning
and
of
just
a
got
movie.
any redhead guy. It was the beginning of a movie. I'm gonna release it tomorrow.
Wow, it's shot already? I thought you were just telling a story.
I'm like, listen, I don't live where Damien Dempsey lives. All right, now you lived in, and then now you're back living in.
Back home, yeah. I was living in London for a while.
How'd that suit you?
It's tough, London. You know, it's tough. I like the city, but if you've no money, it's tough town.
Yeah, I know.
Lonely town, you know.
It is.
The Irish seem to do better over here than they do in London.
Oh my God, yes.
There's a lot of homeless Irish over there. You know, a lot of guys on the streets, like.
Well, I can imagine. Just like I was going back to that Pogues thing, was that they were saying, you know, when Shane came out, he was facing English racism, which I'll be honest, I mean, I didn't know that's what you called it. I knew certainly, you know, maybe there was some friction between Irish and English people, but you know, and they were saying, yeah, have you experienced anything like that with any English people or no? Or have they been pretty decent?
You would have in the 80s and the 70s, you know, when the bombs were going off, you would, you know, every Irish person was tarred as a murderer, and you know, in the IRA, but you know, so it was tough for the Irish over there during that time, you know.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
Times have changed.
Why don't you just settle down in a suburb in New Jersey, Neptune? Me and you could be pals. We could be neighbors. I'll come over to your house.
And I wind up in a dumpster.
We have to do something, and Damien, feel free to play on this, but we have to do our sponsor.
This is good. They're paying the bills.
They're paying the bills. They actually put up $100,000 to get Damien Dempsey in the house.
Yeah.
And it's FanDuel.com.
What a great website.
How's your fantasy football team doing, Peppa?
Oh, well, last week they lost it again, but this week I'm back in.
Who's your fantasy quarterback? Is it Kaepernick, Peyton, Brady?
I got Peyton. I'm starting Peyton against a Monday night against the Raiders.
Pepper?
It's money in the bank, son.
Here's the deal at FanDuel.com.
Yeah.
FanDuel is weekly, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to be saying, oh, my God, I'm anchored with Brandon Whedon of the Cleveland Browns.
I can't draft anyone else. But
Each and every week, FanDuel starts over. And here's why we're talking about FanDuel. You make money with FanDuel.
Yep.
That's right. FanDuel has paid out over $135 million this year. Okay, this year. So, it's a weekly thing. All you have to do is sign up at FanDuel.com and play 1 week fantasy football leagues for real cash, immediate weekly cash payouts. Now, go to FanDuel.com, click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner, use the code DMS.
I used it.
Davey Mac Show, DMMS.
And they matched.
And they matched.
They matched. They matched the money I put in.
New user special. First 200 listeners sign up will have their deposit matched by up to $200 when you enter the code DMS. Davey Mac Show, DMS.
Playing every week. I'm hooked.
FanDuel! That's how we pay the bills, Damien. I know you go out, you work
We're
at
whores.
pubs.
We're whores. We're
but we
sluts.
have to get FanDuel.com to pay our bills. And that's just the way it works, you know? Pepper?
Yeah.
Are you loving Damien Dempsey and the music that he's bringing to the table
This
tonight?
is amazing because I too am an Irish American.
Are you really?
No,
Yeah.
that's not true.
He's what we call Black Irish. Am I right, Damien?
Yeah,
or do you
absolutely,
do you say that over there?
Black Irish, yeah, we do, yeah.
Like the Baldwins.
No,
I always say Pepper looks exactly like the Baldwins. They're Black Irish.
No, I'm actually mulatto. That's my
half black.
Yeah. I never told you that.
Listen, enough's enough. This is the video that I posted on my EastsideDaveCountry.com account. And I believe Sean O first played it for me. And I got to say, it was just a kick in the goddamn ass. And I mean that in a good thing.
Yeah, that's
I
a
guess
good
that's the
thing.
first time anyone said it's a kick in the ass in a positive terms, but that's how I meant it. Trust me. It was like, oh my God, this is an unbelievable song. It's Masai
Yeah.
by Damien Dempsey. You must be getting his album, Almighty Love. You must be getting it. You must be going to DamienDempsey.com. This guy is just absolutely ridiculously awesome. And if you don't mind, are you going to play a little Masai?
I'll give it a go, bro.
Tonight?
Yeah. I'll give it a go.
He's going to give it a go. He's drinking that coconut water.
This is a hard one to sing.
By the way, by the way, I just want to say this about the Davey Mac, the looseness of the Davey Mac Sports Program and the professionalism. So we have this amazing talent here, like Damien Dempsey, singer-songwriter.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
And here it comes, Roy. And he's enjoying himself before the show, and he's drinking some coconut water. And Roy goes to Damien Dempsey. You're drinking coconut water, huh? And Damien says, it's good for the voice, right?
Yeah.
And Roy goes, yeah, but it makes you fat. I'm like, he's a guest. Come on, you don't say that.
I wasn't implying anything. I apologize. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
He
Damien.
will. He's like the Terminator. He'll destroy all of us. He'll kill Alex in 2 seconds. Forget about Christina. She's gonna have to jump out the window like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. All right, enough of the nonsense. Let's go back to Mr. Damien Dempsey, everybody.
This is about the ancient tribes of this planet and their affinity with spirituality and nature and music. You know, and they felt life and death was one big circle like the Celtic cross. They weren't afraid to die. They thought it was a new beginning. And I'm the same. Right, okay. When I die, I want to
smelled like a flower of sunshine. The hard against mine, the mean best is kind. Small stone cause huge waves. When I I want to die, not in a home built for the unknown, by the hand of a master.
Yes, sir. That's phenomenal.
Thanks, Chris.
Phenomenal. Come on, another round of applause, Damien Dempsey. Damien Dempsey. Oh, unbelievable. Jonah, can you hit that Ustream thing again? I'm sorry, it's crazy. But anyway, Damien Dempsey, you are just that's what the fuck, man. This is great shit. Pepper, can you believe this?
I can't fucking believe what's happening right now.
Now, I mean, not to compare again, because I know certain things are, everyone's unique. But right there, I almost felt like sort of an Irish neutral milk hotel. Are you familiar with them at all?
No.
No.
Oh.
Oh my God, this is great. I
said the
can
same thing to me when I said I never
turn
heard
I can turn
Yeah.
you on
Yeah.
to In the Aeroplane Over the Sea.
Great.
Will you get that album?
Yeah,
I
will
think
do, yeah.
you will love it.
Where are they from?
I think they're from. Where are they from?
Georgia.
They're from
Georgia.
Georgia.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, just try to. But I'm not saying in any way that you're. I mean, they're two totally separate things, right? What am I trying to say?
It's a similar vibe.
Vibe is what I'm going for.
There you go.
Vibe.
And by the way, the vibe is fucking awesome. Are you sick of me yet?
I'm
Are you, Damien? Are you just like, what the hell did I do? What the fuck is this clown talking about?
Sweet liquor. He's just a fan.
I know you have to run. I mean, we'd love to, keep you here forever.
Yeah.
But
I'll be back next time, Matt. You have us in again, will you?
of course, every
Fuck
single
yeah.
time that you want to come in here, you and Ray Wiley Hubbard are officially friends of the show. And the weird thing is, Pepper's still not a friend of the show.
Yeah, I
You
know.
and
I've
Ray
been here
Wiley-
since day one. People just kind of
3
not like me.
years he's
I
been
know,
here.
Yeah.
But you and Ray Wiley Hubbard are now officially friends of the show. Well, actually, the second time you'll be friend of the show. You have to do multiple appearances.
Sure, no problem.
Because for all intents and purposes, you could go out there. And I noticed you're on Twitter too. And I was looking up your Twitter. I'm now officially stalking you, so that'll make you real comfortable. As you said, 4 feet away from me.
That's an imposter. It's not me.
Really?
It's not you.
It's Damo Dempsey's not you on Twitter?
Someone just pretending to be you on Twitter.
You son of a bitch! So Damo Dempsey on Twitter, shame on you!
We fooled you, dude.
No wonder he doesn't return my tweets.
He was saying something like, I'm going to be in Asbury Park playing Six Flags. No. Did you play Six Flags recently?
No.
Yeah, it's not even in goddamn Asbury Park.
So he's making up gigs?
Someone from New Jersey. It's from Asbury Park is in fucking whatever Jackson, New Jersey. Jackson, New Jersey. Yeah. And this guy's saying I'm going to do Six Flags Great Adventure in Asbury Park. And see how stupid I am? I'm like, well, I guess Damien doesn't know American geography.
That wasn't me.
It's not you. No. Well, now, so everyone who's listening, just disregard my last 3 tweets. Well, no, actually, Damien Dempsey's here. Yeah. But I should have. Yeah. Are you on Twitter at all?
No. I should maybe get on Twitter, huh?
How about letting the Dave man do your Twitter for you?
Sure.
You'll get a lot of hashtags that say my dick. I don't know if you're into like
jizz.
All of a sudden, I think you'd get like a different audience, but then you might also have a lot of people start suddenly despising you. Like this guy's a poet, and all of a sudden he's just saying my dick. Like what happened to Damien? Oh my God. Well, again, Damien Dempsey here. Rocking and rolling with the Davey Mac Sports Program. Do you have to go, or do you want to stick around, or do you want to play a musical thing?
I've got to run. Yeah.
You got to run?
All right.
Go ahead and run.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us.
I want to have a bigger round of applause for Damien Dempsey right now. He's got to get the hell out of here.
Do it again.
We don't have great rhythm here.
Stop, you're embarrassing me.
Again, Damien Dempsey is about to leave, but he certainly made the day here at the Davey Mac Sports Program. And these last 17 minutes of the show, we're not even going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about why has Pepper not started a band.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And maybe
lack of musical ability.
Maybe we could even... Can you play Masai... and maybe I can sing it if Damien's not here. Seriously, awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And there's no way you're 6'2".
He's got heels
You're
on.
how I want to be. Because in all honesty, no one would say any fucking ginger shit with
No one's giving that guy shit.
With that Irish Mike Tyson motherfucker.
That guy's built.
Now, think about it like this.
He'll fuck you up.
You are a professional musician, acclaimed by Bono, acclaimed by Bruce Springsteen, acclaimed by Bob Dylan, for Christ's sake, Shane McGowan.
Living legends.
And then at the same time, you were also good enough to be a professional boxer and can just kick the shit out of people. That he pretty much is my actual fantasy of like when I go to bed at night. You know how like if you go to like I don't know how you go to sleep, but I always like go to sleep fantasizing about something.
I pass out.
And it's never like you would think of like a chick or sometimes it's sports related. Sometimes it's me hitting a home run for the Yankees, but then a lot of times it's me doing rock and roll stuff. And but then not just being like a rock and roll pussy. Like, listen, I love Axl Rose, but he got slapped the shit around by Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, he
for
made him
Christ's
look like a
sake.
bitch.
Right?
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger tried to take down Damien Dempsey. Damien Dempsey would cannibalize Tommy. He'd be on the New York Post front page. Irish singer-songwriter ate Tommy Hilfiger.
He become his gimp.
Ate his fucking face off like he was on bath salts. I love that man.
Peace. Thanks, guys.
Good night, Damo.
Thank you, Damo. Now I'm comfortable enough to call him Damo.
See, that's good. It's coming towards a
I want
friendship.
to call from now on. You're Peppo. There's no more. We already have Shauno.
Yes.
Every other show,
We
I
have
get
Royo.
a new nickname. So sure, Peppo's.
From now on, Big Daddy, you're
Big Daddy-o.
From now on, Sugarcane, your
Yeah.
name is. Well, actually, I like Sugarcane now that I think about it. From now on, Sugarcane,
Cane that makes you dandy.
you're going to be either Sugarcane or Peppo.
Yeah, that's gonna last for about 15 minutes, and then
No, I'm going to fucking stick with this one.
All right.
I kind of like Beppo.
And
I still like
again,
Peppy Hamburger.
That's true.
And again, listen, we apologize to anyone on Ustream, but dogs, that's why you got to subscribe on riotcast.com
That's
and
how you
iTunes.
get the download.
Honestly, that's how we go. We will be posting the videos.
They cut off during
so
both performances.
If people are pissed off on Ustream, we will be posting tomorrow or Friday at the latest the videos of his musical performances. But Ustream is just all fucked, and it's not our fault.
It's on their end.
We have updated everything. We do everything. And Ustream is acting like a sack of shit. So if you know of a different video live streaming, feel free to contact me at eastsidedavecountry.com. And
So
we will actually look into it because we're kind of sick and tired of that shit. Last week we went off without a hitch.
No problem.
So I don't know what the shit is going on now.
On Ustream. It's their fuck ups.
All right, let's do a little football talk and get the hell out of here.
We should
We'll have
go
a short
over
show.
what happened this last week.
Let's do a quick football thing and get the hell out of here. Monday Night Football, Peppy Hamburger.
You catch it?
John Gruden was calling the game, as
Yeah.
he's in the booth.
Yeah.
And of course,
What'd you notice about the game? and
well,
this call?
there he is. There's our favorite announcer of all time. And it was the Bengals versus the Steelers. His brother, Jay Gruden, is the offensive coordinator
For the Bengals.
You would have thought this guy was the goddamn head coach, if not the emperor of the Bengals. I forgot who coached the Cincinnati Bengals because John Gruden's like, let's see what Jay Gruden has.
What's he gonna dial up?
No, did you also think it was weird that he kept saying Jay Gruden? Like, I was like, why not just say, let's see what my brother is going to dial up?
No, he was purposely not saying that, but saying it by saying Jay Gruden.
Let's see what Jay or let's see what Gruden has to offer.
Yeah, let's see, or see just really what happens.
What the offensive coordinator?
Exactly. What's the offensive coordinator?
Let's see what the offensive. But he kept saying, "Let's see what Jay Gruden has to do."
It was so funny. He said it so many times.
Gruden said it no less than 40 fucking times.
And he was trashing the defense. He was just trashing this Bengals defense is letting Roethlisberger throw all over them all day. I don't know what they're doing, but Jay Gruden can only do so much.
I know, it was hysterical.
He's got to get the family name out there. That's all he's trying to do.
I know, but I mean, John, you don't need to get it out there. You're on Monday Night Football.
No, he does.
He
needs to.
Well, would you classify Monday Night Football still because it's on cable network or NBC Sunday night? Which one would be the best analyst job?
I think it's Sunday night now. It's
I think
become
so
Sunday
too.
night.
And
The games are better.
And I'm going to tell you what. Well, yeah. A, the games are always great. But B, John Madden used to work Monday Night Football, but when it went over to ESPN, Madden's like, ain't no way. Ain't no way Johnny Madden's going to be on cable.
No. He's a
NBC came
network
out with
man.
Sunday Night Football, and John Madden worked there. Which is why I think, still to this day, John Madden's the only guy who worked 4 different networks. He worked CBS to begin his career with. Fox got the rights to NFC football. CBS used to be NFC in the 80s.
Yeah.
Fox got the rights to NFC in the 90s. Madden went over to Fox. Then whoever left ABC, they got sick of the Dennis Miller weirdo experiments.
Yeah, terrible fucking thing.
Madden went over to ABC for Monday Night Football. And then Monday Night Football left ABC, and Madden said, "Let me go to NBC." Only guy, as far as I know, who's worked on all 4 goddamn football.
Definitely the
networks.
biggest star to work on all 4.
Yeah, I heard Madden recently, and
I thought he was just like losing the cave now.
He's on Sirius XM, Sally Radio, and actually he sounds pretty goddamn good. And I was like, dude,
I wish he would come back.
Why are you letting Chris Collinsworth take your spot? That pencil neck geek,
that creep. Collinsworth is a straight up fucking creep.
He just doesn't add anything. It's like if the word airhead can be applied to males, Chris Collinsworth is sort of an airhead.
Did he get in some weird
me.
sex trouble during his career?
You know
Or
what?
didn't he say
I don't
some weird
know,
things?
but I hope so. I really hope so. Right. This
doesn't sound as good. Just stop. Yeah.
Where's Christina with the goddamn video?
Or the wine, at least.
And the Bronx of the thing on the Can you
At least you got it now. You got the song.
His way of singing and Jeff Mangum of Neutral Milk Hotel, they both sound like Indian guys. And
Well, yeah, it's
I
those
don't say
long-
that disrespectful. I
long,
think I
drawn
like
out-
Indian music.
You mean like Native American? Or?
No, I meant like
He
the
means
Hindu.
microtonal, in between the tones. He kind of floats in there, and
He's
does
very
a,
good.
Does a little wavering.
I'm
thing.
surprised.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta be honest. Neutral Milk Hotel to me is kind of like Damien Dempsey. I don't. Pepper and I love them, and
so
we're
much.
always freaked out when people have not heard Neutral Milk Hotel, specifically in the Aeroplane Over the Sea. That's
the album.
It's a concept album, a la
It's a classic.
Dark Side of the Moon, and it's unfucking believable. I'm always a little bit surprised.
Yeah, you guys got all crazy when I told you never. Heard
I'm
Yeah, that's
kind of
insane.
surprised
You're,
that
you're
Damien
makes you a
Dempsey.
bad person.
Well, yeah, I'm just a little bit surprised that he hadn't heard it though.
Yeah, well,
You're disappointed in Damien now?
No, I'm not gonna say
Oh,
that.
good.
yeah, he's-
A, because he killed it
yeah.
Yeah, it was short.
musically. B, because he's probably outside that door like, what did you say about me, Red? What the fuck did you say about me? What did you say about me, Kerry? Home from Dublin. Like, okay, chillax, broad. Just my ancestors are from Kerry. Right?
What? Let's go to the rest of these
Pepper,
games.
real quick. Broncos, unstoppable.
Maybe ESPN was right after that one game.
Seahawks,
Oh my God.
unstoppable. So
made 49ers look like crap.
I'm ready to say
Broncos, Seahawks.
I honestly am.
Yeah, but any team that starts off this hot, you have to get worried about. They ain't gonna last 16 games.
Okay.
They're gonna get burnt out, and then they're going to start resting guys at the end, and maybe it's gonna throw them off of out of their flow. I don't know.
All right. Good points. Patriots 2-0 to
Oh,
me look
God.
like absolute
They
shite.
should
to,
be-
to quote Mr. Dempsey.
They should be at least 1-1. They should have lost that Jets game.
Should have lost both.
Yeah.
They should have lost that Bills game.
Yeah.
The Bills came back on them, and then the defense and a penalty here and there, and then all of a sudden it's a field goal.
Brady has no receivers, and now he's playing the Bucks, who are going to shut
Brady's
down.
throwing to like Pepper and Roy. It's not good.
Yeah, I should just walk on.
You could be a tight end.
I could be
You
yeah. At
Here
least-
comes Tom Brady throwing. Chris Pepper Stanley. Oh, it's a touchdown!
I'm gonna grab this.
That's Chris Pepper Stanley's 6th touchdown today.
Oh my
He's
God.
also thrown for 4, which means somehow Pepper threw to himself and caught the ball.
Yeah.
I'm that good.
4 times.
He's that fast.
They benched Tom Brady so Pepper could be quarterback and throw to himself.
And
Unbelievable.
He's a quarterback in the slot. What?
Redskins are awful.
Oh,
0-2.
terrible. Well, they also people start saying, "Well, yeah, it's because he has a brace on his knee and he can't run, and that's why we're not making him run. His knee is still messed up.
His knee is messed up. His knee is screwed up, and he's going to get even more hurt.
RG3,
and they
that
rushed Robert Griffin III. They rushed him back. Giants look like shit. They're 0-2.
How many interceptions for Eli in 2 games? 7. There's 7. No, I know. There's 7 interceptions.
5. I think he threw 3 in the first game, 2 in the second. 5. 5 is still a big number. That's 2.5 interceptions a game.
It's really bad, and they're obviously I don't think they should have re-signed Brandon Jacobs. They probably should have taken McGahee, a guy who could Willis McGahee. Who's on the
McGahee.
Yeah, okay.
Steelers 0-2. Shit.
Oh, they're done. They might go 0-16. Their running game makes the Giants look brilliant.
And finally, Kansas City, not shit. 2-0. And what did I tell you? Andy Reid and Alex Smith will make a nice. Alex Smith is the perfect West Coast offense quarterback. That's all Andy Reid knows how to do. His biggest problem with Vic is Vic really was never comfortable with the West Coast offense. For those of you who don't know, it's quick slants, it's quick out routes, all this type of shit. Vic couldn't pass the ball like that. Alex Reid is, Alex Smith is perfect for that offense. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be big this year, like 11-5. We're not saying some crazy like 14-2. I think the Chiefs are going to go 11-5, and Andy Reid goes back to Philadelphia this Sunday.
Thursday. It's Thursday night.
It's Thursday
That's a
tomorrow?
Thursday night. That's a Thursday night game.
My heart.
What? Why are you?
Hey, Thursday, Andy Reid. Fuck my ass. Andy Reid looks like Wilfred Brimley. Andy Reid.
Eli's thrown 7, by the way.
Eli has thrown 7.
4 in Denver, 3 in Dallas.
4 in Denver, 4 against Denver.
Yeah, 4
Is it-
against
is it-
Denver, 3 against the Cowboys.
4 fucking picks, Eli. What the shit are you doing with me? You know you're my favorite player of all time. You know, used to be LT. Still is. Well, LT, I can say is my favorite defensive player of all time. But for many, many, many years, Mr. Lawrence Taylor was my favorite player. Eli, though, gave me 2 Super Bowl rings. LT did as well. I know the Giants fans are going to be on my ass. But it's different when it's a quarterback who leads your team against one team's undefeated and the next team is very good, and he takes them both down under 2 minutes left to win the game. I mean, it's a little bit different.
Except for this season, because
Meanwhile, LT on those Super Bowl Sundays is probably smoking crack and jerking off to 14-year-olds.
yeah,
you know what I'm
because
talking about?
didn't-
Pepe!
yeah, I know he loved The Rock, and he likes underage girls.
Yeah, I love The Rock too. You know
Well,
what
no,
I'm
he
saying?
doesn't like underage girls. He just got fooled by that one girl.
That's right. Well, listen, that's it. That's it for a very
We're
special
out.
musical Davey Mac Sports Program.
It was a great one.
We enjoyed ourselves tremendously. Again, DamienDempsey.com. Buy his album, Almighty Love. Damien Dempsey, critically acclaimed Irish singer-songwriter. We have to blow him up here in America.
Absolutely.
He's phenomenally talented. Listen, if people like Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, goddamn Shane McGowan, and Bono are fucking singing your praises, well, you know what? You're probably pretty goddamn great. So again, another round of applause for Damien Dempsey.
Even besides Almighty Love, he's got 3 other albums before that, and all those are absolutely
Four
amazing. Well, 4 others, yeah.
Five. This is his 6th album.
He's got Seize the Day, Shots, to Hella Barbados.
But this
Those
is
are my 3
this is
favorites.
his 6th album.
Okay,
I know. I did my goddamn research.
I'll say.
5th album was an album of covers, though.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Anyway, Davey Mac, Peppa, Shadow, Roy Shaver. Download this shit if you missed any part of it on Riotcast and iTunes. Good night.